guys all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope those who didn't have a Valentine spent the day with themselves. But anyways, like I always say, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram, turn on post notifications, and if you haven't watched my last video, make sure you watch before you watch this one. All right, let's go. As some of you know, as for the last few weeks, I have been pretty sick, and as you can tell, I don't look good, I don't look too hot, but yes, I have been pretty sick, and my mom has been drilling into me for anytime she can, she will. She would say, you gotta take care of yourself, you gotta eat more, you gotta eat this, you gotta do that, you gotta take this, blah, 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 blah. And it's just so much stuff I need to do in order to feel better and stuff. And it's just, I'm realizing when it comes to myself, I'm slacking a bit, if that makes any sense. Like, I'll just lay there and just not do it, but eventually I will do what she tells me to do. But when it comes to other people, it's like you're pushing them to do what you're not doing. So it's like you're sort of being a hypocrite, but you're not, if that makes any sense. But yes, honestly, we need to learn how to treat ourselves as a person. We must take care of our temple. Our body needs to, be taken care of, not just toss to the side like a piece of trash, as we always do. We don't always really take care of ourselves. We focus more on other people than our own selves. And I can admit that I am one of those people who focus on others rather than focusing on myself when it comes to, eating or, just taking care of myself or making sure that everything is okay. I make sure that other people are okay, but I don't really check in or check on myself, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I am realizing that I need to start treating myself better and treat myself like an actual person and not just this thing that just exists, if that makes sense. But I don't know what it is, why I do that sometimes. I have a heart for others, but I don't have a heart for myself, if that makes any type of sense at all. But yes, we've got to start treating our bodies as a temple. We are temples, actually, it's in the Bible. But yes, we are temples. We got to start treating ourselves like we are a person, okay? We're not just this thing, this robot. We're not a robot that can run on oil or whatever it takes. We need actual sustenance. We need food. We need rest. We need interaction. We need so much things, and yet we neglect ourselves from that. We don't treat ourselves like we're an actual person. So we honestly have got to start doing that. Yes, I preach so much about self-love and loving yourselves and this and that, but it goes more than love. We have to actually make sure that we're doing certain things in order to stay alive or stay well and stay out of the hospital, especially during this time, because COVID is no joke. I can tell you that for sure. COVID is no joke. But there are other things out there, like heart problems, brain problems, lung problems, all of that stuff. We've got to start taking care of ourselves more. I am someone who not struggles, but has asthma attacks here and there. And, if I don't have my medicine, I'm going to eventually end up in the hospital if I don't take, my asthma pump or my nebulizer when I'm being affected. Thank God I don't have it to the point where I have to do whatever I need to do. For me, it's mild, but yes, if I don't take the medicine that I'm supposed to take when I know something is not right, I'm going to end up in the hospital. And that's most definitely something I don't want. And I could tell you, I told a few people this. It's actually pretty funny. When COVID was first a thing here, and I was going to Jamaica for a funeral from my mom's uncle, I ended up going to the hospital because I couldn't breathe on one side. Like one side of my throat felt like it was being cut off, so I could only breathe on like this side, and this, it was just, I was gasping and wheezing and stuff. And I'm just praying on my way to the hospital, looking up the symptoms of COVID, because around that time everybody was just crazy for COVID and stuff. Not saying that we aren't now, but like it was a lot different than it is now. But I was just praying. I was just like, oh my gosh, looking at the symptoms and stuff, and I'm just like, Jesus, please don't let this be COVID. Don't let this be COVID at all. Turns out I was just having an asthma attack. But yeah, I was in hospital from like 10 o'clock at night. Didn't go home until like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and it was just, yep, all for asthma attack, thinking it was COVID. But that goes to show you need to start taking care of your body. Start, loving yourself more, treating yourself like an actual human being, doing all the things to make sure that you are okay in whatever aspect you may need it, okay? Whether it's self-love, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, anything you need some type of health in, make sure you are doing the necessary and proper things in order to maintain that health, okay? Start doing exercise, eating this, eating that, anything, or eliminating certain things that you don't need in your life, eliminating certain people, eliminating certain apps, anything to make sure that your well-being in your temple is 100%, do it, okay? You will love yourself for it, and you will be so much better off for it too, okay? Yes, again, make sure that mind, body, and soul are at peace or zen or 100%, because we don't need to be in a hospital right now. We just need to be with those who care about us, loving ourselves some more, and just being 100%. And that's all. That's all we need. Okay? Have a blessed and wonderful weekend, and I will see you in my next video.